and welcome back. I hope everybody is doing okay out there again today. Most of you probably noticed that I am finally back in my regular setup, so that probably means that today is a resin project. I know I said last week that it's going to be another week before my resin projects, but my resin actually did come in, so today is the day instead. Now what we're going to be doing today is something I've actually thought about for the last couple of weeks and I'm very excited to try. I actually have these cute little animal figurines and made some really cool wire art to put inside of it. So let's get started, you guys, because I am so impatient to get started on another resin project. It's been way too freaking long. As you guys can see, I do have my 4 molds already set up with the wire inserts already in there. Then I decided to take a paintbrush and dust lightly some mica powder on the insides of each mold. Now I'm really excited to see this result because I have seen this done on the internet before and it turns out really cool. For each one of these molds, I'm going to be adding a different type of glitter. And for the resin, I'm not going to be adding any mica powder to the actual resin because I've already dusted the silicone molds with color and that should give us a great pop of color in the end. Once you've poured your resin, now it is time to add in 1 part hardener. Now make sure that these are equal parts or else your end product could end up a very different consistency than solid. Alright you guys, now set up your 3-minute timer and get mixing very slowly for 3 minutes to avoid as much bubbles as we possibly can. Now is the fun part, you guys. It's time to choose your glitter for your first mold. For my first mold, I chose this cool silver kind of holographic glitter. I'm just going to be adding a tiny bit of glitter this time, just so the glitter doesn't float to the top of the mold. Now it's time just to stir in your glitter and make sure you're doing this nice and slowly, once again, just to avoid those pesky little bubbles that really doesn't add anything to a resin project. Now it is time to choose which mold you'd like to pour the mixture into. I chose this one here, which is actually a really cute unicorn. Now for the colors that I painted in here, I did his horn blue, I did his tail and hair gold, and the body of him is a nice light pink. Alright, so I just have my mixture already pre-mixed here. Now it's time to choose my glitter once again. For my second one, I decided to go for this really pretty pink glitter. Again, adding a small amount just so the glitter stays exactly where I'd liked it to stay. Now, once again, just mix in your glitter as slowly as you possibly can to avoid bubbles. Now for my second mold here, this one is actually an adorable little bunny rabbit. And what I painted on him was just a nice kind of pearl white over the entire mold. Before I decided to move on to the next 2, I'm just going to debubble the ones that we have already done and kind of get them out of the way and make more space for the other 2 molds. So I have my resin mixture already pre-mixed for you guys. Now I'm going to be choosing this gorgeous, my favorite thing, some opal for this elephant mold here. Heartbreakingly enough, yes, put a small amount of opal in. You guys know, if I could put a whole container in there, I really would. You guys know what to do. Slowly mix that bad boy until that glitter is all throughout your mixture. This next mold here is actually a really adorable elephant that has wings. Now what I did for him was paint his whole body with this really gorgeous kind of aquamarine blue, and then I painted his wings with this really gorgeous copper color. I know it looks kind of orange right now, but I promise it is copper. I cannot wait to see the outcome of this one. Now the last glitter I think has to be my favorite. So this one is actually like a mix of opal flecks and glitter. The best of both friggin' worlds. Once you have your small amount of glitter in there, just again, mix it slowly until it is all integrated in. So this last mold here is actually kind of a geometric looking teddy bear. Now what I did for him was just paint him all over with this very pearlescent green. So I'm very excited to see all of these. The colors are really, really gorgeous. Alright you guys, you made it to the final step. It is time just to get rid of those bubbles that come up to the top, and it is time to finally wait 72 hours to see how these all turn out. Alright you guys, so it has been 72 hours and it's finally time to unmold these babies. Now I did take a tiny little peek to see if they would come out of the molds because I didn't put a seal release on there, and they are ready to come out and they look pretty cool. So let's get into it you guys and I will show you what I created. Alright you guys, so let's start unmolding. So let's start with the elephant. I'm just the most excited about this one. Oh my god, he's so cute! You can kind of see the sparkles. And he is a little bit translucent. If you look closely, you can see the wire on the inside. Just slightly, just a little bit there. I was definitely hoping for more read off of the wire, but I was also trying two techniques at once. But that powder in the silicone mold turned out really cute. Again, it still has a really great shine to it and the colors are really vibrant. So let's try the next one. So this one is a teddy bear. Alright, so here is the teddy bear. Oh my god, he's so cute. Look at that geometric shapes, and the pearlescent reflects so well off of the little different angles. If you look up close, you actually can see the wire in him. You can see him a lot better up close in person. The camera is not doing a very good job of showing it off, but I love the teddy bear. Alright, so let's do the bunny rabbit next. Alright, so here's the bunny. He was very difficult to get out because of the shape of his head, kind of like sucked onto the silicone mold. But as you can see, this guy actually has the best payoff for glitter in person. It's kind of hard to show because of the pearl essence is kind of making it look more opaque on camera. But you can see the little insert in there. It's like a little spiral and little squiggles. So he turned out really good too. So far, so good with all of these. And last but not least, the unicorn. I'm really excited to see this guy. This was the first one I did. All right, and last but not least, the cute little unicorn. Oh my god, he's so friggin' adorable. And if you look up close in person, you can see the stuff inside once again, but because of these lights, the pearlescence is kind of making it look a lot more opaque. Overall, I think these turned out really good. They're so freaking cute. I think the teddy bear, honestly, is my favorite one. I really like how the light reflects off of it, with it being geometric shapes and having the pearl essence. Alright, you guys, so I kind of put these behind a light so you could see the wire inserts. As you can see all the little tiny flecks of glitter all strewn out their bodies, and you can see the little wires inside. This one kind of has a little bit sticking out of the front, but other than that, it's really cool. As you can see, there is the elephant. He has a little bit of swirl there and a little bit of swirl in the top of his snout. The teddy bear just kind of has a couple swirls there, and he does have a little heart in his head, which is kind of hard to see, but I think it still looks really cool with the wire. Alright you guys, so I really hope you enjoyed my first resin project that I have done in a while. I actually really like that technique that I learned about painting the inside of a silicone mold. I had absolutely no problem getting these out of the mold from sticking. The shape of the mold was kind of weird and kind of hard to pull off of some shapes, but it wasn't stuck to the resin at all, which is amazing. The one thing I will say that I'm a little bit disappointed with is that you can't see the stuff I put on the inside very well because they are so pearlescent. But in person, you can kind of see a little bit of the glitter in there and a little bit of the shape of the wire that I put in there. So next time I do some wire art in one of these, I'm definitely not going to do the paint with mica powder. But that being said, the paint with the mica powder is definitely a skill that I'm now going to utilize probably a lot, to be honest with you, because look at how friggin' cute they are. You don't have to paint them or anything afterwards and they look gorgeous. Like, I just can't get over how the light reflects off of the geometric one. Like, so cute, and look at that gorgeous little,
looks like just a little angel unicorn.
But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed, because I had a lot of fun making those and trying out a new technique that I've never done before and have it actually work out. But don't forget to like and subscribe, you guys, because I'm going to be coming out with a bunch of new resin stuff since I finally have my supplies back in. I hope you guys have a really good rest of your day, and I hope you're staying safe and as sane as you possibly can during all this crazy time. And I will see you guys next time.